We have a very, very small bottom wick that's forming now on the 5-minute at 10 o'clock. This is the bulls' last line of defense. Otherwise, we're going down a lot. If the bulls do not defend here, it's going to get spicy very quickly. All right, YouTube's back online. Let's say I have a monitor. I have 3 monitors, 2 34-inch widescreens and 1 G9 49-incher. All right, NASDAQ is getting drilled. There's a pretty big discrepancy between ES and NASDAQ. ES bounced and almost put in new highs and then dumped, and they're just really hanging out right at their lows. NASDAQ drilled. They gave back almost 300 points. So there's a huge discrepancy, and if you look on the market, we can see it. Look at the difference between the tech and everything else. Tech is bright red. Everything else is pretty decent. Pretty decent. We have a little bit of green coming up. Can it hold? For me, I need to claim 614, and we will take a long position for the upside. Will it give it to us? I don't know. Oil got demolished. Gold put on a beautiful 3C long this morning and still holding. And the market is climbing. There we go. Finally, there's a 10 o'clock. The 10 o'clock move saved the bulls so far, at least. Can it hold? There we go. Can it hold? We will see. Hey, finally TPT returns my message. All right. Frustrating morning. I saw the 3C on gold, which while making my coffee and dragged my feet to the comp, set out the whole move for some caffeine. Seemed worth it. Nice. When you say I can hold, on which time frame? Not sure what you mean. Did I do the TPT giveaway? Not yet. We'll do it this morning. All right, 614 right here is what's holding. We have a bottom witch, which confirms the proper entry. And it just confirmed off of that, which is exactly what we want. $650, 25, $650 possibility. $621, $619. Gold is still put on a beautiful confirmation here, so that was a beautiful retest as well. 622, confirmed right off 614 there too. So after this, 650 if it can move, which means target profits. From once we hover 614, now you set your target profit. The first one will be 650. 1, because we have liquidity there. 2, because that is where the imbalance began for that big sweeping red candle. So the vacuum will take us to 650 from here. From here. Kapowie. There's some Kapowie green. It's getting over, baby. It's getting over. Can it do it? Can it do it? 4146.8. RTY is rocketing too. They bounced off their SR and went. The Dow freaking launched. NASDAQ is holding 622. It's fantastic. 5 minute has the retest right here at 618. Let's go to the 15, top wick. As long as it holds over 614, I will look for that move to 650. Interesting. $607 and dropping. Right here. Still no buying pressure. What's NVIDIA doing? NVIDIA must be getting crushed. No, they're putting up a nice move. Microsoft is getting crushed. So Microsoft, if you look at Microsoft's chart, they have not been doing well. They've been getting absolutely hammered. NASDAQ just got dumped. Roll back over. $605. All right, one decent bounce on NASDAQ, but that's it. From here, the bounce thesis, if this one plays out, or if this one fails back over, we will not have a bounce thesis. So this is the last effort for the bulls to play out a bounce thesis. Otherwise, it'll be a steady move. Now that we're in the 10 o'clock hour, 1.1 million in puts, billion, I'm sorry, and 585 million calls sold. This is the last opportunity to hold 614 and make something happen. Here we go. This is the last opportunity to make something happen off 614. 635. That was a massive candle there. Here's the new YouTube link for that. How much emphasis do I put on Hero? Well, it's not my primary, it's not my system, but it's just more of a tool. It's like sniper having a spotting scope. So, everything I'm looking at is for VPA and in the 3 Cs. And then I look at it and determine what the market is kind of setting up. And then after that, I'm going to look at liquidity. I'm going to look at Hero to kind of see, do I get correlation? Or is it something, is there a warning signal that I need to pay attention to? Right now, we have a tremendous amount of put buying, call selling on the S&P. So that's why I'm saying here, if this bounce fails, I'm going to disregard any bounce thesis and I'm going to play lower for the next leg lower because it doesn't look good right now. So this is the bull's last chance to get this thing going. Otherwise, it's going to be spicy. 650 is my first target. Until then, we're going to be chilling. Got a little nervous when your stream messed up and bought in early. Hope it doesn't bite me in the butt. Well, it depends where you got in early at. Right now, that one big red candle we got at 9:46, right when the computer crashed. Ooh, look at this. Look at this. Right when the computer crashed was the highest volume candle, and it was the lowest of the day before the move came up here. So, so far, it's playing beautifully. It's playing beautifully. We're up almost 100 points on the lows on NASDAQ. We just touched 650 target. So that's a full target profit right there. Now from here, I don't know. Now that my target profit's met, 780 will be most likely the next move if it holds, but it's already getting rejected, which is perfectly fine. From here on out, I don't know. We have 1.1 billion in puts. We have 500 million in calls sold, so 1.5 billion negative delta. We have the S&P is still chilling at 68.82. NASDAQ, it keeps on getting these sweeping top wicks. Right off 650. Always patience. Patience. Always, always patience. A always, B closing, or B and C closing. Always be closing, except patience. Massive green, baby. Massive green. Blast row knee. I connect mine to an LG65 and it does everything I want and more. Trust the process. Do you need the PDF for Anna Colling's book? There you go. Still going, 650. There's a first target. After this, you have the first entry, or the first target of the 50 Fibonacci, which is about 672. But look at the, let's go to the 15 real quick. Let's go to the 15. This right here was the exact same setup of June until October. Just wait, 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 no matter how much rid they give us, and you buy the dip. And it works out so freaking well. Like, it's amazing. It's amazing. Gold just freaking rocketed, and once again, how come gold can't do that when I play it? Like, I get some great moves, but I want one of those on gold. I want massive greenie when I play gold. You jabronis. Man, look at that. Phenomenal, phenomenal play. NASDAQ is still holding 650, so now that it holds 650, 614 is now no longer on the books. I'm not even thinking about 614 right now. 650 is the first target. If it holds that, we will go, we'll take a look at the 50, which is 670, and then that's it. That's all you got to do, baby. I'm curious of your zoom level on Bookmap. Don't you want to be a little more zoomed in? I do not. So I play Bookmap. If you look at other Bookmap streamers, I use it way differently, which is, in my opinion, a value add. So if you're looking at other Bookmap streamers, I mean, they're zoomed in like this, like way freaking in. Like this is no value to me. Like, I don't care that there's 10 lots at 640. So this tells me the overall theme of the market, the skew of the market. Much more valuable. You took an NDX call? Dude. What? All right. All right. Somebody get some Trippy Mike some new pants with a little bit larger crotch area. XLF was the winner? Yeah, it was. Look at that. Does GC on Bookmap provide value? Yes, it does. I'm sure you have videos on how to read some heat maps. I actually don't, but I'm in the process of creating some. So, ES is 68.77. The day's low right now, the morning low, is right here at 73. The high is 892. NASDAQ is way down here. They just rejected 650 in a very big way, so it doesn't matter to me anymore. That was my TP. Right off of the 5-minute volume profile, so all the volume is down here. NASDAQ is not loving this. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Another top wick. Gold is free. What is going on? There must be something going on with the treasury at the moment. That's a phenomenal candle. Phenomenal candle. Breakout, too, right through the weekly highs. Got approved for another funded account. Nice, Damien. I love it, buddy. I love it. It's been absorbed at that 50 level for 3 days. That makes sense, because there you go. Blast off. What's up, Liquidity Lulu? How you doing, buddy? I like seeing your name pop up. Hello, Claddies. Look at that big old red. Look at that big old red. All right, 1.3 billion in puts, 788 million in calls. So this is something that I'll be talking about on the spot gambit video when it comes out, but the change of the setup of the market, because I was looking for one good bounce, I got it. Now we have extreme bearishness on the option chain. So this is not an option chain setup that I would look to buy the dip. 1.3 billion in puts, 837 million of calls sold. So they're selling calls and buying puts on the institutional 0 DTE scale. we have the book map, which I'm going to have to switch over here in 15 minutes. NASDAQ has a 3,800 negative CVD, and it's increasingly negative. I've got 25,587, which is lower liquidity, so things aren't looking too good. I have the sinking feeling that retail is buying all the bags. I do think so, yeah. Would it make sense to do picture-in-picture on your screen to teach a spot gamma and how to use it? If I could figure out how to do that in a way that I can kind of bounce back and forth, then yeah. Gold's been unburdened by what has been, yeah. Still coming off here, 600 test. $587. Let's go. ES is 68.73 and falling new low. Let's go back and look. 15. So gold or S&P is coming on down to 68.66, which is the SR flip. You'll see it right here. This is a very prominent liquidity lower right now. We've got this pivot. We've got this pivot. These are areas you want to pay attention to on the 15. It's also the lows from this. This was the level we were looking at going into this week. Peacocks. OBS software will let you just need to. Yeah, I've tried doing that. It doesn't work. Like, yeah. I'm going to short 452 with this breakdown. Nice. I like it. What to do next? What to do next? You see Trump's comments yesterday? Apparently us stupid Americans are not talented. So we have to bring in all the talent from outside. Oh, man. Come on, look at that put buying, baby. That's crazy. I like it. I like it. No clue where his head is the last 2 months. I'll tell you where. Well, yeah, I agree. He really has been missing the mark lately. It's terrible. It's depressing. It's depressing. Lots of 1 minute gold candles. Yeah, tons. Tons. Man, look at that. Holy smokes. That is extraordinary. Extraordinary. Interesting. No, well, remember what's happening next week. You know, there's there's two known and one unknown. The known is Nvidia and OPEX. The unknown is all of the news, the associated government, all the stuff that's associated with the government opening. So we don't know. We don't know. And that's the stuff I think the market's going to be building in here. Now, all of the data right now is showing that there's not a lot of long-term piling into additional hedges. Now, the NASDAQ, the VIX is still carrying 17, 18, which is still very elevated. That's still very elevated. But they're not basing up until the 19 and 20. Every time we tap 20, they liquidate back down. So there's an underlying hold of some risk management here with the VIX holding 17 and 18, but we don't have any major spikes that are holding yet. Now, that could be setting up here. So the way Spot Gamma presented it is that there's a long-term underlying feel of uncertainty in the options chain, but those are very large, far-away levels. The current short-term stuff is that there's no pressure. Everything is getting bought up. No matter how red it is, it's getting bought up on the short term. Now, obviously, that can change on a dime with any kind of new posting, but we can't play towards that. We can only play what we see. But right now, this is not a bullish setup. We had a beautiful bounce, a 100-point bounce on NASDAQ. If this gets crushed, then we are going to downtrend into 475. Not to mention, gold is putting on an extreme outlier move as they got over level. Now, me personally, my macro technical analysis is long-term bullish as of Monday. They broke over the absorption zone on Monday, and it's been blast off since then. So the buyers are taking back control of gold. But today is definitely an outlier move. So there's some shaking and baking going on here. The S&P is catching up. There was a bit of a discrepancy between ES and NASDAQ, but ES is selling off to catch up. So we have a correlated market here to drive lower. And if the VIX continues to go back green, which it now is, then it's going to provide a more negative delta to down, or negative gamma down into 25,475. So the situation here, I'm trying to match the whole setup here. Bearish engulfing on the weekly will be coming up on here to grab liquidity for the nasty dump next week. It's possible. It's possible. Not to mention, like I said earlier, we are coming up on historic consecutive green candles on the monthly. We are now 7 months in a row green. I think it's 8 months on NASDAQ on the green candle. And even that first red candle, although it technically closed like a red, it was an aggressively bullish bottom wick. So take that for what it is. This is going on 8 months in a row now of just phenomenally green price action, which is nearing historical levels. 1971 was the only time that has been more bullish than this in terms of long-term trend. Who uses a desk calendar these days? The year I was born. Yes, I'm old. I don't know you were that old, Lowen. I thought you were young. Is it a good time to put 3 weeks on our PDS? That's up to you. Every single time we have a red like this, it bottom wicks to goes higher. So it's very difficult to speculate. The only thing I'll tell you, if you're going to play downside positioning, build in a lot of time. I'm not saying you're wrong because, I mean, the time the short is at the highs. But we don't know if this is actually the top. This is a relentless green market. So if you're going to short, build in a lot of time and learn to manage trades. So, right here. When did you enter the Nasdaq scalping on what level? The 1 and the 5, same as always. And once we broke over 614 is when I took entry. And look, going for 650. Has the hero flipped? It has not. In fact, look. Still going. It's still downtrending into negative territory here. I think they're going to continue this move lower here. What's up, Tiller? How you doing? What's up, Gavin? How you doing? Already hit my TP on gold. Beautiful. Beautiful. If you noticed, I did become an affiliate of MFF, My Funded Futures, because I believe in daily payouts. So take a look if you want to try them out. I'm here to provide you options for other stuff that I believe in. There is a couple of things, there's a couple of hits or miss. Every prop has got pros and cons. I still think TPT is a better option, but it's another option for daily payouts. So there you go. I'm a big believer in it. Gold would have to be $150,000 an ounce to back the dollar 1-to-1. There you go. I was hoping they would be end of day for funded. Yeah, me too. Oh, crap. There's a squirrel looking at me in the window. It's a fox squirrel. Oh, he wants to be a part of a stew. It's only 50K accounts. Yeah, I saw that. That was the downside, is it's only 50K accounts. I'll be 47 in a few weeks. My friends still tell me I look like I'm 20s, but you can't trust friends. Yeah. NASDAQ is pinned flat. 6 minutes I have to switch over to Bookmap. What charting does TPT use? TPT uses Tradeovate or any rhythmic platforms. That was a textbook ICT entry. I don't do ICT. But I do volume profile. I do volume price analysis. price action, which, I mean, pretty much is ICT. It's just recanned into something different. Am I 40 yet? Negative. No, sir. It's all in the mind, too, man. I don't feel for it. I still feel like I'm in my 20s, which is why I can still lift heavy. I'm not 40 yet. No, sir. I'm almost there. Not yet. Did I take a short on GC yesterday, or did I wait for the long? Longin. Very difficult for me to want to short gold. Very difficult for me to want to short gold. I would not recommend it. ES is still coming off here. 68.66 is the main test for ES. What does Hero do? Any way to backtest the GEX? Yeah, you could backtest it. You can go back and look at the slider filter for date and test out time frame versus price action. Hero tells me the overall flow of 0 DTEs presented at notional value. I got to get this baby to sleep so I can manipulate those weights more frequently. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Have you thought about getting your baby drunk? They used to help me pass out pretty quickly, so I don't know if that'd help the baby. $1.33. Whiskey gums, yeah. I'm just kidding. Don't give your baby whiskey. I'm just kidding. I'll have like CPS on my door. All right. Right now, 68.66 is the main liquidity on ES. That's going to be my first target if this stays and goes lower from here. Moonshine is antibacterial. Yeah. I hear that all the time because I've never been married and I don't have kids. I'm still trying to have a dating life. Can't imagine trying to date in this time frame. Online dating? Like, are you kidding me? Might as well. Online dating for me would be like posting a picture of Sloth from the Goonies on an online dating site and trying to get likes. It'd be impossible for me. I'd be screwed. I'd just hang it up. My dating profile would be like, I enjoy pirate ships and Baby Ruth. Would you mind sharing your TV volume analysis chart? Yeah, that's it. You talking about like the link, or you want like on the Discord? That's what's on the Discord right now. Thank you. Yeah, I can give you the link. Sure. Sure thing, Mojo. I can give that for you, buddy. That would be me. Yeah. Infamous squat pitcher. All right, I have to sign off and go over to Bookmap. So right now, if you're not on Discord and you're only on YouTube, first of all, come join Discord, like and subscribe to the YouTube channel so you get notifications. This stream will end, and then immediately a new stream will start for Bookmap, and you could see that pop up, or you could just actively look for it. Either way, I'll see you here in about 60 seconds. I'll be right back.